I recently did a video where I talked about tips so that you could run without getting tired. One of the things that sort of popped up as I was talking about it was, hey, us girls, we got thighs. Like, how does that work? How do we keep them from doing this? And then we've just like totally like messed up our inner thighs and they're just like red, and yeah, it's a mess if we don't take care of them. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some tips that I use, and I'm sure some of you are like, Sheila, your thighs aren't even that big. Doesn't matter. If your thighs touch, this video will help you. There are pretty much two different things that you can do. One is to wear clothing that covers the thighs so that they don't have that opportunity to rub together. The other is to wear clothing that lets the thighs breathe, but then you have to put something on them so that they slide and don't like tear each other up. So I'm going to talk about both of those. I'm going to start first with clothing. So this is one of my favorite pieces of clothing. I'm not sure what happened to the tag. It's an Under Armour sort of skirt, but it has shorts underneath. And the shorts are long enough that they cover the thickest part of my thighs. So I don't have to worry about them rubbing together. They have this like gel around the seam here so that you don't have to worry about them sliding up or sliding down. Once these things are on, they like stick to my legs and they stay in place. I absolutely love them. So if you're looking for something that's clothing that's going to cover it, I'm going to say during the summertime, you're going to want to look for something like that. You don't have to have the skirt part, but if you have like the shorts, like bicycle shorts as we used to call them, with the gel around them, then that is awesome. During the winter time, of course, you can wear a full legging. That would be great. Some of the things that you want to be careful about, oh my gosh, are shorts that are loose and that have the tendency to gather up between your thighs. You've seen them before. You have run with them on and you have wanted to cry because you've gotten into your run and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be pulling these things the whole time I'm running. We hate that. So that is primarily one of the reasons I don't really run in just regular shorts. I will almost always have on something like this because the thickest part of the thighs will cause the cloth to gather in the middle, and it's just awful. It is just not a good feeling. Next, let me talk about short shorts, booty shorts, running shorts, whatever you want to call them. And I actually have a few pair of those. Okay, so these aren't even, these technically aren't even like running shorts. They're actually swim shorts, but they're so short that yeah, they cover my rear end and nothing else. And so what that means is there's no clothing to gather all up in between my thighs and to get all in the way. But there is that potential then for my thighs to rub together and then get all torn up. So what do I use? Just some basic petroleum jelly. I think this came from Harris Teeter. Yeah, oh well, bad, hard to see. Petroleum jelly. I'm very liberal with the use of petroleum jelly, and I put it on the thickest part of my thighs and just like both sides. You want to get both sides. You want to get it really well. Those things, legs, should just like slide right across each other, right? Okay, that's what you want. So I know there are tons of things that you could probably go on Amazon or some of these athletic stores that are made, they're like gels, running gels. You could probably use that. I have never used that. And I'm telling you, I've run 3 half marathons. I run all the time. I have never used those. I probably could buy one and find one out that is really good. But this has just worked fine for me. I have not had the need to go buy anything special. And guess what? This is probably something you probably already have at home. So you don't have to go out and spend any more money. All right, so then I actually have these gym short running shorts. Okay, so this is what you need to be careful about, the length. So you can't really tell here, but this length is a little questionable because what happens is the seam winds up being right at the thickest part of your legs. And so it has the tendency to be a problem, almost just as bad as wearing just regular shorts that then gather up. these are at the thickest part of your legs, and so then they cause them to just rub together. So these are not my favorite. I love how soft they are. They feel really good, but yeah, I will wear them to work out in, but they're not my first choice when it comes to running. Then we have the Nike Pro shorts. These are pretty good. Again, they're very short. They stop right before the thickest part of the thigh, so you don't have to worry about this seam being part of the issue. Now, I will say this now for both of these, they don't have the gel, but trust me, these things aren't going very far because your rear end will keep them in place. The thing about this to note though is it does have a pretty wide seam here, so sometimes that can be an issue. But other than that, yeah, these are actually decent for running. So these are some of the shorts that I will wear to work out in, but I will not wear them running because they are just regular shorts and they will start to gather up. Now they do have undies underneath and that is great, but in terms of them gathering between my legs, these can be a hot mess. So that's it. Now that you've seen some of my running shorts, you know, like what to wear, what not to wear, and how to keep your thighs from getting all chafed and blistered and just messed up when you're trying to run. There you go. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you got something out of this, like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Hit the notification bell, and more videos coming soon. Peace.